and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete to open things up. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27th. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, here's Jackson. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They pitch it out to Montgomery. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will complete right side to McDonald. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Gun! 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 Hey, right 40, right 40. Come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Jackson on second down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
56. Lucky 56.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him. And back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. First carry for James Conner. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll drop to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. This is first and goal from about the 8.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Ohio! Ohio!
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Raymond now on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throw left side, complete. That's Andrews. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a 1st down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the 1st down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the 1st down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. On the crossing route, complete. It's Montgomery. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Jackson on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. And And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Gone.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He'll look to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll look to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. C.J. Mosley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now Montgomery. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Jackson from the shotgun. For the right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Throwing is Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run forward Montgomery. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McDonald. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. On the move to his left. This is caught inside the 15. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. And even 40 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
56. Lock it.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They go play action with Jackson, rolling to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson now going to throw again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He uncorks it for Snead. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey, check. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it. It got his man. Complete. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week.